Welcome to a journey. What happens when a single short drama dares to spend more money per episode than some major television productions and gathers several of the industry's hottest stars under one roof? At first, the claim sounded almost unbelievable because how could a 10-minute short drama possibly justify a production budget of 3 million yuan per episode? Yet that shocking number immediately ignited discussions across the entertainment world and transformed an already anticipated project into one of the most talked about productions of the year, didn't it? At the center of this storm stands Zhai Yiying, an actress whose rise through the short drama industry has been nothing short of extraordinary, hasn't it? A few years ago, she appeared in supporting roles that barely attracted attention, but today she has become one of the most recognizable faces in the industry, proving that persistence sometimes succeeds where privilege fails. Doesn't it? From romantic dramas to fantasy stories and emotional melodramas, she has built a reputation as an actress capable of adapting to almost any role placed before her, hasn't she? Some critics argue that her versatility comes at the expense of uniqueness and describe her as a performer who can create chemistry with anyone yet lacks a defining artistic edge. Don't they? Yet when millions of viewers continue tuning in and her projects repeatedly dominate streaming charts, can success truly be dismissed as mere luck? The numbers surrounding her recent dramas speak loudly because audiences have embraced her performances with an enthusiasm that many established stars would envy, haven't they? Alongside her stands Hae-in, an actor whose story feels almost like a script written by fate itself. Doesn't it? For more than a decade, he struggled through minor roles, often appearing only briefly on screen while waiting for an opportunity that seemed forever out of reach, didn't he? There were years when he played characters so insignificant that audiences barely remembered his face. Yet he continued showing up, learning, improving, and refusing to disappear. Wasn't that remarkable? Then came the breakthrough that changed everything as viewers began noticing not only his acting skills but also the dedication hidden behind every performance, didn't they? Stories emerged of him enduring physical discomfort, pushing through demanding filming schedules, and committing himself completely to the smallest details of a scene, creating an image of professionalism that audiences deeply admired, didn't they? That is why viewers connected with him so strongly, because people are often drawn to perseverance more than perfection, aren't they? But the biggest mystery remains the enormous production budget, because where exactly does all that money go? The answer appears to lie in an ambitious vision that seeks to erase the traditional boundaries separating short dramas from major television productions, doesn't it? High-end cinema cameras reportedly capture every expression with extraordinary clarity, while elaborate costumes and carefully designed sets create a visual experience that rivals projects with much longer runtimes, don't they? Instead of treating short-form content as disposable entertainment, the creators seem determined to prove that quality storytelling deserves serious investment regardless of episode length. Aren't they? Even the Sound SM reportedly aims to create a more immersive experience, transforming simple scenes into emotional moments that feel larger than life, doesn't it? The result is a production that appears determined to convince audiences that short dramas can be every bit as sophisticated, ambitious, and emotionally powerful as traditional television. Isn't it? Not surprisingly, the excitement surrounding the project has attracted attention far beyond domestic audiences, hasn't it? International viewers, streaming platforms, And advertisers are watching closely because everyone wants to know whether this new model of premium short-form storytelling can become the future of digital entertainment, don't they? Yet where there is success, controversy inevitably follows, doesn't it? Some viewers question whether increasingly expensive productions risk prioritizing spectacle over storytelling, while others worry that familiar narrative formulas may eventually lead to creative stagnation. Aren't they? Can bigger budgets alone guarantee unforgettable stories? Can star power replace genuine emotional depth? Can visual perfection compensate for weak characters or predictable plots? These questions linger in the background of every ambitious production because audiences today are more demanding than ever before, aren't they? At the same time, supporters argue that details matter because emotional authenticity cannot be mass-produced like products on a factory assembly line. Can it? When an actor's subtle expression is analyzed frame by frame and hidden symbols inside a story spark endless discussions among fans, doesn't that suggest a level of engagement that formulaic content rarely achieves? Perhaps that is why this project has become more than just another drama, because it represents a test of where the entire short drama industry might be heading next, doesn't it? With audiences increasingly demanding higher quality and regulators encouraging more ambitious productions, the era of simple, low-budget short dramas may gradually fading away. Mightn't it? The industry now stands at a crossroads where creators must decide whether to continue chasing quick profits or invest in stories capable of leaving a lasting impact, doesn't it? As for Hae-in and the star-studded cast surrounding her, they have already succeeded in capturing the public's attention long before the first episode has even aired. Haven't they? The real challenge begins when the cameras stop rolling and the audience finally delivers its verdict, doesn't it? After all, no marketing campaign, no celebrity lineup, and no multi-million yuan budget can ultimately determine success because only viewers possess that power, don't they? So when this highly anticipated drama finally premieres, will it prove that every yuan was worth spending, or will it become another expensive reminder that true greatness cannot simply be purchased? Perhaps the most intriguing question of all remains unanswered until the final credits roll, because what if this drama is not merely testing its own future, but testing the future of the entire short drama industry itself? Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye and see you again.